My brothers and sisters, sometimes a single night can change your entire life. There are moments when you sleep with worries, with debts, with fear of tomorrow, and yet by morning, Allah sends a blessing that turns everything around. You may think it's impossible until you discover what the Quran can unlock for you. Tonight, I want you to recite just 3 verses before sleeping. 3 small verses, but their impact on your rizq, your peace and your destiny can be greater than anything you've ever imagined. Because when you place your night in Allah's hands, Allah transforms your morning in ways that no human ever could. 1. When you sleep with Karistan, Allah protects your rizq. My brothers and sisters, the first verse we speak about tonight is one of the greatest verses in the entire Quran, Ayatul Kursi from Surah Al-Baqarah. This is not just a verse, it is a shield, a fortress and the divine blanket of protection. Allah describes himself with words that calm the most anxious heart. Allah, there is no deity except him, the ever-living, the sustainer of all existence. When you recite these words before sleeping, you are placing your entire life, your fears, your debts, your hunger, your family, your worries and your future into the hands of the one who never sleeps, never gets tired and never forgets his servants. Most people go to bed thinking about their problems, but the believer goes to bed handing their problems to Allah, and that makes all the difference. This verse does not only protect you from evil, it protects your rizq, your wealth, your opportunities, your future plans, and the unseen blessings waiting for you. It protects your mind from stress, your heart from fear, and your sleep from disturbance. When you recite Ayatul Kursi with sincerity, Allah appoints angels to guard you throughout the night, real angels, not symbolic or imagined. They stand by you, protect you, and keep harm away until the morning light appears. My brothers and sisters, if your night is guarded by Allah, how can your morning come without blessings? How can someone sleep under Allah's protection and wake up without barakah? How can someone rely on Ar-Razaq at night and still worry about tomorrow? Allah opens pathways of sustenance that you never planned for. He brings opportunities you didn't even know existed. He softens hearts, alters circumstances, and places your name in the minds of those who can help you. This is the power of sleeping with Quran in your heart and on your tongue. Some people chase wealth all day but sleep with anxiety. But the believer recites Quran at night and Allah brings wealth with peace. Ayatul Kursi before sleeping is not just a recommendation, it is a life-changing habit. It turns your home into a place of protection, your night into a time of blessing, and your morning into a doorway that Allah himself opens for you. 2. Allah opens rizq for those who trust him completely. My brothers and sisters, the second verse we reflect upon tonight is from Surah At-Talaq, a verse that has transformed the lives of countless believers. It is one of the most powerful promises of Allah regarding rizq, relief and unexpected blessings. The verse says, "And whoever fears Allah, he will make for him a way out, and he will provide for him from where he does not expect." Surah Talaq 65:2-3 English translation. This is not a motivational statement. This is not advice. This is Allah himself promising you relief and sustenance. When you read this verse before you sleep, you are doing more than reciting words. You are declaring your trust in the Lord who controls every door, every opportunity, every heart and every form of provision. You are saying, "Ya Allah, I have tried everything. I am tired. I am worried, but I trust you more than my fears, more than my plans, more than my calculations." My brothers and sisters, the moment you truly hand your affairs to Allah, the moment your heart lets go of fear and holds on to him, that is the moment Allah begins opening doors you didn't even know were there. Sometimes Allah sends rizq in the form of money. Sometimes he sends it in the form of peace. Sometimes in the form of an opportunity. Sometimes in the form of a person entering your life at the right time. Sometimes in the form of a problem suddenly disappearing. And sometimes he sends it in ways your mind could never have imagined. You may go to sleep tonight with worry in your chest, but because you recited this verse with sincerity, Allah may write for you solutions that reach you before sunrise. A message, a phone call, a new idea, a sudden clarity, or a path you overlooked. Wealth from Allah does not arrive slowly. It arrives exactly when He decrees, and His timing is perfect. Many people think rizq only comes from hard work, But Allah is teaching us that risk also comes from taqwa, from obedience, from patience, from relying on Him when the situation seems impossible. You may have the same job tomorrow. You may live in the same house. Your life may look unchanged, but your risk will increase because Allah placed barakah in it. This is why the believer sleeps peacefully. He knows that the one who promised to provide never breaks his promise. He knows that the one who controls the heavens and the earth can certainly control his finances, his opportunities, and his livelihood. My brothers and sisters, when you recite this verse tonight, do it with full certainty. Tell Allah what is in your heart. Tell Him your worries about money, debt, rent, business, and your future. And then sleep knowing that our Razak has already written something beautiful for your tomorrow. Because the one who trusts Allah, Allah never leaves them empty. 3. Barakah arrives when your heart submits at night. My brothers and sisters, the third verse we reflect upon is from Surah Ikhlas, a chapter that many of us recite quickly without realizing the immense weight it carries. This surah is a declaration that Allah is one, unique, eternal, and absolutely independent of all creation. When you recite this surah before sleeping, you are not just repeating words you memorized as a child. You are renewing your entire relationship with your Creator. The translation reminds us, say, He is Allah the One, Allah the Eternal Refuge. These words reshape the heart. They cleanse your mind of the belief that people control your life. They remove the idea that your boss controls your income, that your job controls your future, or that your circumstances determine your destiny. You are reminding yourself that everything you desire, everything you fear, and everything you hope for begins and ends with the one who controls all existence. When you sleep after reciting this surah, you are saying to Allah, I do not depend on people. I do not rely on my strength alone. I rely on you and you alone. And when a person declares this level of surrender, Allah fills their life with barakah, blessings that are not measured by the amount of money you earn, but by the ease that enters your life, the peace that falls into your heart, and the beautiful opportunities Allah places in your path. My brothers and sisters, barakah is not simply about wealth increasing. It is about your wealth being enough. It is about your efforts bearing fruit. It is about doors opening without struggle. It is about having more peace with less stress and more blessings with fewer problems. This is what happens when your heart fully submits to Allah during the quiet moments of the night. Reciting the surah before sleeping also strengthens your faith. Every time you affirm that Allah is one and that He is your refuge, you are polishing your heart from dependence on creation. You are cutting off the spiritual chains that tie you to people's opinions and their approval. You are freeing yourself from the burden of thinking that anyone besides Allah controls your rizq. And this freedom brings barakah faster than anything else. A person who sleeps with full faith wakes up lighter, more hopeful, more peaceful, and more connected to their purpose. They wake up with the feeling that their day is being guided, protected, and blessed. This is barakah. This is rizq. This is divine assistance. There are countless stories of people whose lives changed simply by reciting Surah Ikhlas every night with sincerity. Hearts healed, homes became calm, income increased, opportunities appeared from directions they never considered. That is the power of aligning your heart with the oneness of Allah. When you recite this surah before going to bed, you are not just earning reward, you are preparing your heart to receive blessings by morning. You are setting the tone for your next day. You are inviting Allah's light, mercy, and ease into your life. You are telling Allah that you trust Him with your sleep, your life, your family, and your future. My brothers and sisters, when your heart surrenders at night, your life rises with barakah in the morning. And when barakah enters your day, every step becomes easier, every challenge becomes lighter, and every source of provision becomes smoother. This is the secret of reciting Surah Ikhlas before sleeping. It aligns your heart with the one who controls all rizq and allows you to wake up under His divine care. 4. Your rizq expands when you remove fear from your heart. My brothers and sisters, many people believe that the biggest block to their provision is their lack of opportunity, lack of education, lack of connections, or lack of money. But the truth is far deeper. One of the greatest barriers to rizq is the fear that settles inside the heart. Fear of the future, fear of failure, fear of losing, fear of not having enough, fear of what tomorrow will bring. This fear quietly suffocates your confidence, weakens your trust in Allah, and closes the spiritual doors through which blessings enter. Allah reminds us of this beautiful truth in the translation of a verse from Surah Yusuf. So do not lose hope, nor fall into despair. Only those who reject faith lose hope in the mercy of Allah. This is not just a comforting statement. It is a divine instruction that shapes how we live, sleep, think, and pursue our sustenance. When you read your nightly surahs and allow this message to settle in your heart, you are removing one of the biggest obstacles to your own rizq, hopelessness. My brothers and sisters, despair creates darkness in the chest. When you believe that nothing will change, your heart stops seeing the doors Allah already placed in your path. When you believe that your life cannot improve, even the blessings standing right in front of you look invisible. Fear makes you doubt yourself. Fear makes you doubt your choices. And eventually fear makes you doubt the mercy of Allah. But when you recite Quran before sleeping, something remarkable happens. Your heart begins to calm down. Your thoughts become clearer. Your fears begin to shrink. You start remembering that your life is controlled by the one who already planned your tomorrow. You begin trusting that even if life looks difficult right now, Allah can rewrite your story in a single moment. Many people think rizq only expands through effort, but rizq also expands through the condition of your heart. A heart filled with fear becomes heavy, closed, and stressed. And stressed hearts struggle to attract opportunities. But a heart filled with hope becomes open, calm, and ready to recognize the blessings that Allah is placing in its path. Imagine two people sleeping at night. One is thinking, I have nothing, my life is finished, nothing will ever change. The other is thinking, Allah knows my struggle, Allah sees my tears, Allah controls my future. These two hearts will not wake up the same. One wakes up spiritually blocked. The other wakes up spiritually guided. One wakes up expecting disappointment. The other wakes up expecting mercy. And Allah treats His servant according to the expectation in the servant's heart. My brothers and sisters, when you recite the 3 surah verses before sleeping, you are not just doing an act of worship. You are healing your heart. You are removing layers of negativity and fear. You are preparing your mind to recognize opportunities, solutions, and blessings that Allah sends your way. A fearful heart cannot see blessings even when they are close, but a hopeful heart identifies blessings even before they arrive. That is why you see people with less effort receiving more rizq, and people with more effort struggling endlessly. The difference is the state of the heart. The one who trusts Allah sleeps peacefully, wakes up lightly, works calmly, and receives easily. The one who fears everything sleeps anxiously, wakes up worried, works under pressure, and struggles to feel satisfied. When you place your fears in front of Allah at night, you are freeing your heart from one of the heaviest burdens a human can carry. You sleep knowing that tomorrow is not in your hands, but in the hands of the one who is more merciful to you than anyone else. This trust becomes a magnet for rizq. It brings clarity, ideas, courage, and opportunities that you may have overlooked during your moments of stress. My brothers and sisters, the heart that sleeps with hope wakes up with blessings. The heart that sleeps with Quran wakes up with strength. And the heart that sleeps remembering Allah wakes up under His protection. When fear leaves your heart, rizq begins to flow into your life in ways that surprise you. This is the silent miracle of trusting Allah at night. 5. Wealth comes to those who purify their intentions. My brothers and sisters, one of the most overlooked secrets of receiving rizq is the state of your intention. Many people chase wealth, but very few ask themselves a simple question. Why do I want it? Your intention becomes the container that holds your blessings. If the container is pure, Allah fills it. If it is stained with ego, pride, or envy, then even if you receive wealth, it slips away without benefit or peace. Allah reminds us of a powerful truth in the translation of a verse. Indeed, Allah loves the doers of good. This short reminder carries a world of meaning. When Allah loves the goodness in your heart, He sends goodness into your life. When Allah loves your sincerity, He blesses your efforts. When Allah sees